The 11th Blessings of the Energy Centers. Blessing of the Brain is a powerful meditational journey through the energy centers with Dr. Joe Dispenza. His Blessing of the Energy Centers 11 meditation is a highly intentional and methodical practice of internal alchemy. Rooted in neuroscience, quantum theory, and ancient spiritual traditions, this meditative journey is not merely about relaxation, it is a sophisticated neurological and energetic recalibration. Within his 11th Blessings of the Energy Centers, Blessing of the Brain in sequence, the practitioner enters a conscious dialogue between attention, intention, and the body's innate intelligence, harmonizing each of the energy centers to unlock deep healing, regeneration, and transformation. Understanding the core principle, attention with intention at the heart of this meditation lies a profound axiom. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. This is not mere philosophy, it is measurable in neuroplasticity changes and shifts in electromagnetic field coherence. When the mind and heart align in focused awareness, intention becomes the mechanism by which the invisible becomes visible. This is especially powerful when directed through the energetic anatomy of the human body. The 7 primary energy centers, each correlated with endocrine glands, nervous system plexuses, and specific emotional chemical signatures. By focusing attention awareness and marrying it with intention, a clear directive, the meditator begins to influence the autonomic nervous system, shifting the body out of survival mode into a state of inner order, coherence, and homeostasis. Chemical powerhouse. Energy Center 7, the pituitary gland located in the center of the brain, and often referred to as the crown center, corresponds with the pituitary gland, the master gland of the endocrine system. It is a biochemical powerhouse, secreting vital hormones such as growth hormone, oxytocin, and ACTH, and orchestrating the functions of nearly every other gland in the body. This center governs higher states of consciousness, spiritual insight, and neuroendocrine regulation. To bless this center is to awaken the command center of the body's biological machinery and allow it to become a bridge between finite perception and infinite intelligence. When activated, the pituitary gland serves as a chemical factory producing neuropeptides, proteins, and molecules essential for repair, regeneration, and emotional homeostasis. When coherent electromagnetic waves of elevated emotion such as love, gratitude, and wholeness are directed to this center, the pituitary becomes responsive, facilitating neurochemical cascades of bliss, healing, and transcendence. How to meditate. The sequence from 7 to 1 and beyond the blessing meditation moves through a precise pattern. From center 7 down to center 1 the root, with interstitial movements like 7 to 2, 7 to 3, and so forth, each forming a bridge of coherence. These movements are not arbitrary, they represent lines of communication between higher awareness and embodied function. Steps for meditation sequence 7 to 1 root center adrenals. Begin by placing awareness in center 7. Feel it as a pulsing, conscious point in space, an internal sun radiating awareness. Hold an intention of balance, divine order, and healing. Direct your focused awareness from 7 to center 1 at the base of the spine. This center governs survival, groundedness, and the adrenal glands. Intend to bless it with stability, rooted safety, and a renewed sense of life force. 7 to 2 sacral center gonads. Return to center 7. Draw a conscious line of energy and awareness down to center 2 in the lower abdomen. This is the seat of creativity, sexuality, and procreation. Here reside unprocessed emotions and subconscious programs. Bring forth the intention of creative renewal, purity, and flow. 7 to 3 solar plexus pancreas, liver, digestion. Move awareness from center 7 to center 3, just above the navel. This center holds personal power, digestion of food and emotions, and will. Intend to harmonize the enteric nervous system, detoxify the gut, and release tension held in the identity construct. 7 to 4 heart center thymus, immune system from the master center. Bless the heart center 4. Here lies coherence. Generate elevated emotions, gratitude, love, appreciation, and send them to the heart. This amplifies the electromagnetic field and synchronizes heart and brain, awakening the body's natural healing intelligence. 7 to 5 throat center thyroid, voice, expression. Next, move energy and awareness to center 5. The thyroid governs metabolism and cellular communication. Intend clarity, truth, and authentic expression. Bless your capacity to speak your soul's language, unshackled by fear or inhibition. 7 to 6 third eye center pineal gland. Connect from 7 to center 6, located between the brows. This is the seat of vision, intuition, and the pineal gland, a crystalline transducer capable of producing melatonin, DMT, and serotonin. Intend lucid perception, inner knowing, and the opening of spiritual insight. 7 to 7 amplification now return to Center 7. Bask in its radiation. See it illuminated and vibrant, humming with intelligence. From this place, radiate back to the other centers. Feel the entire vertical channel from 1 to 7 begin to synchronize. Your body is no longer an obstacle, it is now an instrument of awareness. 7 to 8, a new energy, a new you focusing awareness just above the head energy center 8, the transcendental field. This is not anchored in the physical body, but in the quantum field. Feel the emergence of a new frequency and unfamiliar yet deeply harmonious energy. This is the beginning of the unknown. This is where your new self lives. Bask in this radiance, affirming, I am whole, I am free, I am new. Harmonizing biology and consciousness by systematically directing energy from the master center 7 to the other centers and culminating in the awakening of center 8, the practitioner effectively reprograms the autonomic nervous system, enhances the coherence of brain-heart rhythms, and catalyzes the production of beneficial neurochemistry. This practice requires consistency, elevated emotion, and the surrender of the analytical mind to the intuitive intelligence of the body. When done correctly, it allows the practitioner to shift from a conditioned identity to an elevated, liberated version of self, a self no longer anchored in survival, but in creation. From blessing to becoming the blessing of the energy centers is more than a meditative technique, it is a technology of transformation. When practiced with precision, it becomes a neuropsychological initiation into wholeness. As attention and intention harmonize, as energy centers align and communicate, and as the master gland awakens, the body remembers what it already knows: how to heal, how to thrive, how to become. In this sacred dialogue between consciousness and biology, you become the blessing, you become the new energy, you become the new you.